Brandon Taylor. If he looks new, it's because that he's just recently joined the World Championship Series. If he looks familiar, it's because he's joined it before. And one of the reasons why I want to have a chat with you, you've lived a very interesting life, and let's chat a little bit about that. First of all, how old are you, just to set the stage here a little bit?
23.
23 years old. Talk to me about growing up, because this is a fascinating story.
All right, so what about the accident and everything like that?
Everything. Yeah, give me everything.
So I started bowling when I was 16, 17 years old in Annapolis, Maryland, youth league. And first time ever picking up a ball, never knew even bowling was. I mean, my stepdad, Rusty Crawford, great guy, great bowler. You know, I grew up, I started bowling the UBA with Dragon Assassins 5 years ago in the UBA. It was like my first year. So I didn't do the World Championship Series the first year. The second year, I joined the list but got into a car accident and totaled my car, broke my collarbone, and I had to have reconstructive surgery. Completely.
Well, give it a little more than just broke the collarbone, because when you're saying reconstructive surgery, what needed to be reconstructed?
So I had 3 days before my accident, I had a tear in my shoulder, and I had to have that fixed. It was in my labrum. So then 3 days later, after I'm going my way to my new job, I get in a car accident. A car ran the red light, totaled me and my car. So I texted Gordon after having. I'm like, look, I'm not gonna be able to bowl my match. You know, I have to forfeit. He was like, all right. So then,
wait, how long were you on the shelf for? Because you're saying reconstructive. You had this, you had this, you had this. Yeah. You had a little bit of everything. So say specifically, like, what the issue was.
So basically, my collarbone had a bone fragment from the accident. The airbag, when it deployed, it broke the piece that goes into like right here, the AC joint, and it got stuck in there. So every time I bowled, I had like my hand would go numb. So basically, they shaved down the collarbone, put a screw in there, and they took the AC joint, cleaned it out, and made sure the tear in the labrum was still good. Everything's great, and like I've been on the list. This is my second time being on the list and actually being able to compete. And I'm just letting y'all know that the #1 contender right now, Rozelle, he's in the DMV, and just let him know if he wins the belt, he better hold it for me, because I ain't losing this time.
Now, how long were you out for in terms of bowling?
A year. I'd say a year to where I was 100%. I bowled, but I was terrible. I couldn't even. I battle bowl this year. At Battle Bowl when it was in Delaware, couldn't even break a 200 game. You can look up the stats. Couldn't even break 200. So it's definitely been a challenge to get up. Now I'm back at 100%. Got a new job. I have a baby on the way. I just bought a house. You know, everything's on top right now. The last 4 times I've thrown the ball, 700, 700, 700. Today I shot 1100. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I don't know who my opponent is. I don't know. I think you said, what's his name?
23 years old.
23 years old.
Just bought a house.
Yes, just bought a house.
What do you do for work that you're 23 years old and you just bought a house?
I work for a utility designating company.
What does that? I have no idea what a utility designating company does.
Basically, we locate the utilities for new construction when they want to know where utilities are, electric, sewer, water, things like that. We locate them with a machine and we designate where they're at. And sometimes if they want to know exactly what it is, what material, we dig test pits for it. So.
Talk to me about your best friend, because I remember you sort of had a situation going on with that.
A lot of the situation, you know, I don't really want to put it out there, but he's actually sitting right there over there. But he, you know, I had to go, you know, we had a lot of personal stuff I just don't want to put out there. But yeah, it caused me not to be able to bowl my second match.
Let me ask you this. Forget about the personal stuff. How much of a factor has he been in terms of your recovering and him helping you out to get back to where he's been?
Yeah, it's a big deal. When I broke my collarbone and I had a lot of surgery, I couldn't pay for my events. So like the only way I kept bowling was because Chucky would pay for it. So like he would help me, take me, drive, pay for the hotels, things like that. So that was a big step into my, you know, getting on the list. And that's why, like I said, just a lot of things that have happened to get me to where I am now, that it's just like I have too many supporters to like let down. I feel like if I do bad and like kind of crap the bed, I just feel like it's a letdown.
And Chucky's going to be there with you. Your first match is going to be in Delaware.
Yes, actually he's not going to be able to be there because he's bowling the Box of Chocolates. It's a tournament in our area.
Wait, you're not going to be there supporting him after everything that's going on?
He was going to be. We had LaRue's tournament, the 10-game tournament, the next day after my match. So this is like my warm-up for the 10-game marathon. So, you know, it'll probably just be me and my stepdad just, you know, cheering on.
Talk to me about Kirby a little bit.
What you want to know?
You tell me.
He's old. He's getting ready to have a knee replacement at 46, 47.
How much of a factor was he in terms of you growing up? Because again, you're 23, you got a house. You've dealt with a lot of stuff. I know some of the stuff that you've dealt with, which I'm not going to talk about, but you've dealt with things that, as pretty much required, you haven't exactly been brought up in the most normal of family lives. No. Let's put it that way.
No, you know, things. I guess you could say like he's always been there for me. You know, he's my stepdad, so he's not really like, you know, my dad, but he's been there. I mean, he's the reason I bowl, no doubt. I grew up nothing. I didn't know nothing about bowling until I like started getting older and I started watching him bowl. I think I was 16 the first time I saw him shoot a 300. So it was like, you know, I watched Chucky shoot 300s, Co, everybody in my area. I used to watch them. They used to come get me out the game room when I was younger. He would be on front nine. He'd have like the front nine 3-4 times every time I'm there. The next thing you know, they come get me out the game room still. Could never watch him. So it took like probably like 8 years till I seen him shoot 300.
How much of a role model has he been to you?
He's a big role model. I mean, definitely showed me the ways. Like, I did plumbing for a while. He taught me that. You know, without him and my mom, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today. Because, like I said, a year and a half of not working. I didn't have nobody. It was them and Chucky. That's it. So it's like, I went through a lot. So this is like I want to prove it to them that I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want to do. My fiance right now, her mom, was like, oh, I wasn't going to bowl this tournament because I have a baby on my way, the 10-game LaRousse tournament. And she was like, well, I've been seeing you bowl lately, and everybody, you know, has been seeing me bowl when I got second at Nationals. Ever since then, everybody's like, oh, I'm putting you in this tournament, I'm putting you in that tournament, and I have not been doing that well. So, like I said, I've just got a confidence booster. My fiance's mom just said, I'm going to put you in LaRousse 10-game tournament. You're going to go and you're going to make money. Last year, I finished second. So
talk to me about you. I already talked about Roselle. Talk to me a little bit about the DMV. And Roselle,
Man.
because you've seen him more than a lot of other people up here has. Explain Roselle to everybody.
Well, Roselle is a Rob Bateman. If you know who Rob Bateman is, you could think. Roselle.
He's held the tag team title, and he talks a lot of junk.
Yes. Same thing with Roselle, except for Roselle has not held the tag team champion. He's been up there, but he hasn't been champion yet. And I think that Roselle has a lot of ammo to win the belt. I actually want him to win the belt, you know, because the DMV, my teammate Holly Little was just a Vixens champ. She lost, but she, you know, we want the DMV to be recognized. Not everybody gives the DMV the credit they deserve. We have a lot of hitters in the DMV, and, you know, it just is what it is, you know?
Actually, the DMV has held 3 of the 4 major titles this year. Actually, now 3 of the 5. It was almost 4 out of the 5 earlier on today. Yeah. The one belt it has not had this year was the Cruiserweight title, which you're looking to go after.
Yes.
So I see this guy over here. He's sort of pointing at him. Can you explain to me who he is?
His name's Earl. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy?
Yeah, I like him a lot.
All right.
We always side bet. Usually I don't win, but it is what it is.
So, all right. So, any shout-outs, anything that I missed, anything that you want to talk about?
No,
Floor is yours.
I definitely want to, you know, say good luck to my opponent. What's his name again? All right. Well, I definitely want to say good luck to him. You know, I'm just ready for this. I want to win. Like, that's my main goal. I will keep trying until I win that belt. I will not stop getting on that list until I win. So.
Any shout-outs to Impact?
Yeah, Impact, baby. I'm ready. I'm thinking maybe this year or next year we'll be in the Final Four. We have a really, really, really good team.
All right. I wish you the best. Good luck,
Thanks,
sir.
Appreciate it.
And this has been 5 Minutes of Fame with Brandon Taylor.